Welcome to the Killer Innovation Show, the longest continuously produced podcast in history. Each week, Phil McKinney brings you the insights and strategies to amplify your creativity and innovation skills. Here's your host, Phil McKinney.
Welcome to this week's episode of Killer Innovations. We are recording this in the mobile studio as we are traveling around the United States. This week's show, we're taking, maybe it could come across as a little bit foo-foo. Today's topic is around the power of mindful innovation. Now, some of you may be thinking, Phil's jumped off the deep end here, but I've been thinking a lot about the challenges and issues of thinking beyond just simply the typical mission and objectives of innovation. Create new products, grow the revenue, grow the profit, grab market share, bigger is better. And take a step back and think about what is the impact of the work on innovation far beyond just the traditional kinds of objectives of market share and revenue and growth. Are there other things that should be considered? And this is where this topic has come from. So when I talk about mindful innovation, it is taking a step back. It is about slowing down. It's about taking a broader perspective and to think about it in the context, but also to train our minds not to get caught up in the urgent or the fear of competition or the stress of needing to do things, here and the now. Take a step back. Be mindful of what you're driving innovations to. Be mindful of the kinds of innovations that not only can achieve organizational success, but can achieve societal impact for the positive. Can we do both? And that is what I'm talking about today in the power of mindful innovation. Before we hop into this week's episode, got that favor to ask: follow, like, and share. Follow us on social media, subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcast. Like it, give us 5-star ratings, give us thumbs up, comment on it, give us feedback, and then share it. If there's somebody that you know that would benefit from this episode, send them a link to the show notes, which you can find over at killerinnovations.com or over on theinnovators.network. You can get the notes, etc., in both places. And so share, help people find the content that we're producing. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's hop in to this week's episode. Mindful innovation is a way of approaching problem solving with a different perspective. Instead of just looking for quick ideas or relying on existing approaches, mindful innovation calls us to slow down and take the time to deeply understand the problem before attempting to solve it. It also encourages us to be open-minded and seek new perspectives and insights while also considering the impact of our ideas. Mindful innovation is a powerful tool for creating positive change in the world. So what are some of the benefits of mindful innovation? By taking a mindful approach to innovation, we can create more sustainable and successful solutions. We can consider the effects of our solutions will have on society in the long term and come up with creative ways to address these issues. Additionally, this type of innovation allows us to work collaboratively and draw on the combined expertise of multiple disciplines. And finally, mindful innovation encourages us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our motivations, which can be an invaluable asset when innovating. But let's get into the details. What is it that I mean about mindfulness? Mindfulness is being present in the moment with an open, accepting attitude and without judgment. It involves being aware of one's thoughts and feelings from a place of non-judgmental observation. Mindful awareness allows us to be more conscious of our internal experiences and the external environment and society. Through mindful awareness, we can observe our thought processes and be attentive to the emotions that arise, allowing us to respond more mindfully to the challenges we face. Mindfulness helps us become attuned to how we feel in the present moment and how our current thoughts may influence those feelings. By focusing on the present moment instead of worrying about the past or the future, we can cultivate an inner sense of peace and contentment, which allows us to be more creative. Mindful living encourages us to take a step back from the stressful situations so that we can observe them objectively rather than getting caught up in them emotionally or cognitively. This gives us space to make a choice that comes from clarity rather than a knee jerk reaction of fear or anger. Mindfulness doesn't just help slow down racing thoughts, it also helps strengthen attention spans by retraining our brain's focus abilities over time through regular practice, which has been found helpful for combating stress, anxiety, and depression. Additionally, mindfulness practices have been linked to improving immune system functionality and physical health, such as lower blood pressure and better sleep quality. Overall, mindfulness is a powerful tool for improving mental and emotional well being that can be cultivated through regular practice. By being mindful of our thoughts and feelings in the present moment, we can become more aware of how our thoughts and actions affect our well being and make decisions that come from a place of clarity and compassion. So, how does this mindfulness relate to innovation? Well, mindfulness and innovation are closely related concepts. Mindfulness encourages us to be present in the moment and to open to new perspectives, which makes it a valuable tool for innovators who need to look at problems from different angles and come up with creative solutions. Mindful innovation also allows us to take the time to understand a problem before attempting to solve it, which can help us create more sustainable and successful solutions. Mindfulness encourages us to observe our own thoughts and feelings rather than getting caught up in them. This helps us think objectively about a problem instead of being influenced by our emotions or our biases. By taking a step back from the situation and slowing down, we can develop more creative solutions. Mindfulness also allows us to focus on the present moment and not be overwhelmed by the future or bogged down about the past. This helps us remain focused on our current tasks, allowing us to brainstorm more effectively and work more efficiently. Additionally, mindful innovation encourages us to consider the effects our solutions will have on society in the long term, giving us greater insights into potential consequences that may arise from our decisions. So, what are some of the benefits from mindful innovation? Mindful innovation can bring a variety of benefits to the table, such as enhancing creativity and problem solving abilities. Mindful innovation sharpens the ability to think outside the box, enabling a more creative and innovative approach to problem solving. This can lead to solutions that are both effective and efficient. Mindfulness can also improve decision making. It encourages an individual or team to slow down and evaluate all possible options before making any decisions. Through this decision making method, individuals are better equipped to make sound decisions that result in successful outcomes. Mindfulness also enhances self awareness and focus. It brings teams and individuals to be more aware of their thoughts, their feelings, their behaviors, to better understand how they interact with their creativity. This helps them stay focused on their tasks while also allowing them to avoid distractions. Mindfulness also reduces stress and anxiety. The mindful innovation has been proven to reduce the stress and anxiety, and let's face it, when you've got the pressure to innovate, you have stress and you have anxiety. By taking a mindful approach, individuals can learn to manage their emotions more effectively, leading to greater mental clarity and a much better creative productivity. Mindfulness also increases openness and acceptance. It encourages an open, accepting attitude towards new ideas and new practices. This enables individuals to be more willing to accept change, which can often lead to faster results in the workplace. Mindfulness also amplifies leadership skills and responsibility. By taking a mindful approach, leaders can better understand their team's dynamics and provide direction that is best suited to achieve success. Now, what about mindful innovation and society? One of the key characteristics we talk about is understanding and dealing with the impact of innovation. Mindful innovation has numerous benefits when it comes to addressing both positive and negative innovation impacts on society. Not only does it help maximize success through creative thinking and exploration, but it also helps minimize risks associated with implementing innovative solutions by being aware of potential pitfalls beforehand and taking the steps accordingly. Thus, by embracing its power of creativity and exploration, teams can be sure they're doing everything they can not only achieve their goals, but also create positive change within society at large. Mindful innovation encourages organizations to think beyond themselves. Instead of simply focusing on short term profits, companies should also consider how their products and services can improve people's lives and have a positive effect on society in the long run. This helps create a more socially responsible approach to decision making and innovation, making sure that any changes are beneficial, both for the organization as well as wider society. Mindful innovation emphasizes value based thinking within teams, ensuring that innovative concepts or solutions align with the company's core values and beliefs. This ensures not only creativity, but also integrity when it comes to making the ideas real. When an organization fully embraces mindful innovation, it bridges the gap between technological advancement and humanitarian needs by encouraging organizations to take a more holistic view of innovation, which takes into account all stakeholders involved, including consumers, employees, partners, and investors, rather than simply focusing solely on profits or market share. By doing so, companies can ensure they are introducing solutions that will benefit both the organization and the society. As such, organizations should embrace their power of creativity and integration to ensure they are developing solutions that can benefit everyone involved. Mindful innovation is the key to a brighter future for all. So, how do you practice mindful innovation? It's an essential skill for today's rapidly changing business environment. Well, one is cultivating a growth mindset. The first step in practicing mindful innovation is cultivating this growth mindset. This involves a willingness and ability to adapt and accept new ideas, perspectives, and methods. It also involves an openness to explore different solutions that can lead to better outcomes. The next is standing out. Taking a mindful approach to problem solving allows individuals and teams to stand out from the competition by presenting creative solutions that are both effective and efficient. By doing so, they can set themselves apart from their peers and demonstrate their leadership capabilities and their innovation leadership overall. Third is encourage innovation and creativity. Mindful innovation encourages taking the time for exploration and experimentation to foster creativity and generate innovative ideas. This can result in more successful strategies for success and help drive overall success. Next is regularly take a step back, reflect, and adapting. Taking a mindful approach also involves taking these regular pauses and look at past successes and failures to learn from them. This encourages individuals and teams to adapt their strategies for success as the environment changes to remain competitive. Next is identifying opportunities for change. Mindful innovation can be used to identify these opportunities. By taking a mindful approach, individuals and teams can gain insight into how the innovation environment is shifting and capitalize on any new trends or developments that may present themselves. This helps ensure that strategies remain relevant and successful in the long term. So, in wrapping all of this up, what is the path to mindful innovation? Mindful innovation is like a gardener tending to his garden. It requires thoughtful planning and regular maintenance to keep it thriving. Similarly, mindful innovation requires individuals and teams to take a proactive approach to problem solving and leadership by exploring different solutions best suited to their specific circumstances. This allows them to stay ahead of the competition by presenting creative solutions that are both effective and efficient, while also staying abreast of new trends or developments that may present themselves along the way. In conclusion, mindful innovation is an invaluable tool that provides individuals with the tools necessary to maximize success in today's fast-paced environment. By embracing its power of creativity and exploration, teams can be sure to set themselves apart from their peers while also learning from both successes and failures alike to stay competitive in the long term. The journey of mindful innovation is filled with opportunity. Those who commit themselves fully will reap its many rewards come harvest time. So, what are you taking away from today's episode on the power of mindful innovation? I think one of the things that really resonate with me is around slowing down. Easy to get caught up in the rush to hurry up and get stuff done, and hurry up, get that new idea in the market, hurry up and move an idea forward. But in some cases, it may not be a bad idea to just take a step back, particularly when we need to start considering, we should always consider the societal impact of all of our ideas. Not just put it out there because it's going to drive revenue growth, but to really think about society and society's impact, about the innovations that we are creating and introducing into the marketplace. Just sit back and think, what decisions could, should have, would have been made differently for some of the leading technologies that we are using today? Mobile phones, social media, the online purchasing, you name it. Kinds of content that are now available to everybody online. If we had taken a societal impact, would those have looked different? Should have they looked different? Could have we done something different to have a different kind of an impact? Rather than trying to fix it after the fact, as innovators, we should apply mindful innovation. Take that step back. Get out of the emotions. Get out of the typical objectives of innovation and include understanding how our work triggers emotions, triggers responses, and overall has an impact on society. That is my challenge for you this week. On whatever ideas you're working on, take a broader view, not just the view within your organization, and to achieve the typical objective of grow revenue, grab market share, and beat the competition. With that, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to be with us here today. Do greatly appreciate it, and would ask that you, again, follow, like, and share. Follow us on social media. Like the show, give us a thumbs up, give us a 5-star rating, and share it with others. And with that, we will be back here next week with another episode. And until then, work on that idea and go change the world. Bye-bye.
Podcasting nonstop since 2005, this has been the Killer Innovation Show on the Innovators Network.